Here are the most mind-blowing facts you missed. This is actually terrifying. Paranormal recording sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. Question regarding paranormal. Nobody saw this coming. Not sure if this is the right sub for this, but I am a skeptic and I have a genuine question. And here's why it matters. I would love to believe in ghosts, but I have a lot of issues with a lot of tools that paranormal investigators use, and how it seems the rules for what the exact same paranormal entity can do just change on the fly depending on the experiment. I'm obviously not perfect and could be blatantly missing something and really just wanting to know more about others' thoughts behind this, so can someone enlighten me to the science behind this aspect? If anyone is extra inquisitive, I have an idea for what I believe might be a completely new tool in investigations I'd like to spitball with a more knowledgeable person in the community. This changes how you understand paranormal recording completely. And that's just one example. Here's why this matters. Nobody expected this to happen. Creepy basement sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. Creepy furniture dragging sounds in an empty hostel. What happened next changed everything. I live in a hostel, and for the past few days I keep hearing furniture dragging sounds from somewhere nearby. At first I ignored it because obviously, hostel noises. And here's why it matters. Beds moving, chairs scraping, people being loud. This changes how you understand creepy basement completely. Most people still don't know this. Here's why this matters. Scientists can't explain this. Strange noises sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. Did I experience a ghost train? This is where things become unbelievable. I will not get into too much detail. And here's why it matters. On a work trip. This changes how you understand strange noises completely. There are even crazier facts than this. Now things get stranger. This is actually terrifying. Whispering voice sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. Sleep paralysis voice says you're being developed. But here's where it gets scary. I've been having sleep paralysis consistently, where I would try to wake up from the dream and I'll be paralyzed and can't wake up. And here's why it matters. Then when I finally wake up, I fall instantly right back to sleep, or it's me fighting with my eyes to keep it open because my eyes feels like it's fighting some irresistible force that wants me to fall asleep, and I'm struggling to wake up and break out of sleep paralysis. This changes how you understand whispering voice completely. Most people still don't know this. But here's the crazy part. Scientists can't explain this. Dark hallway sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. TIL during the 1990s, heroin became cheaper, purer, and less stigmatized than earlier decades. What happened next changed everything. During this era, the heroin chic style trend flourished, where features such as pale skin, dark circles underneath eyes, and emaciated features were idealized. At the same time, many celebrities were users. And here's why it matters. This changes how you understand dark hallway completely. Most people still don't know this. And it gets even crazier. Scientists can't explain this. Possessed house sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. Fast deliveries worsen conditions for e-commerce warehouse workers. Scientists were completely shocked. Study of U.S. warehouse workers found jobs at Amazon fulfillment centers to be significantly worse, more intense and dangerous, likely driven by the e-commerce market leader's emphasis on fast delivery. And here's why it matters. This changes how you understand possessed house completely. And this is only the beginning. Here's why this matters. This should be impossible. Interstellar travel sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. The shuffling man. Scientists were completely shocked. I and my girlfriend have been going on late-night walks for years. And here's why it matters. We live in the UK on a quiet street, and almost every weekend we walk around our neighborhood or head up the hill behind our house to stargaze with binoculars. This changes how you understand interstellar travel completely. Most people still don't know this. But here's the crazy part. Scientists can't explain this. Black hole sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. TIL black hole war was a debate between Stephen Hawking and Leonard Susskind over whether black holes destroy information. Nobody saw this coming. Hawking radiation said yes, Susskind argued quantum mechanics forbids it. And here's why it matters. Modern physics largely sides with Susskind's holographic principle. Info is preserved on the surface. This changes how you understand black hole completely. Most people still don't know this. Now things get stranger. Nobody expected this to happen. Alien planet sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. Extraterrestrial life, or alien life, is life that originates from another world rather than on Earth. And then something terrifying happened. No extraterrestrial life has yet been detected. And here's why it matters. Such life might range from simple forms such as microbes to intelligent beings, possibly bringing forth civilizations that might be far more, or far less, advanced than humans. This changes how you understand alien planet completely. And that's just one example. Now things get stranger. This is actually terrifying. Planet collision sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. This is a list of collisions between exoplanets or planetesimals observed in extrasolar systems. But here's where it gets scary. These collisions are more common in young systems and are an important part in the growth of especially terrestrial planets from so-called planetary embryos. And here's why it matters. Detections of individual collisions are nevertheless rare and are detected via transits in the optical, infrared excess, silicate emission or via infrared brightening. This changes how you understand planet collision completely. And that's just one example. Here's why this matters. Nobody expected this to happen. Gravity sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. The gravity of Earth, denoted by g, is the net acceleration that is imparted to objects due to the combined effect of gravitation and the centrifugal force. This is where things become unbelievable. It is a vector quantity, whose direction coincides with a plumb bob and strength or magnitude is given by the norm. And here's why it matters. It is a vector quantity, whose direction coincides with a plumb bob and strength or magnitude is given by the norm. This changes how you understand gravity completely. The next one is even more shocking. And it gets even crazier. Scientists can't explain this. Time travel sounds normal, but here's what most people miss. TIL during the 1990s heroin became cheaper, purer, and less stigmatized than earlier decades. This is where things become unbelievable. During this era the heroin chic style trend flourished where features such as pale skin, dark circles underneath eyes, and emaciated features were idealized at the same time many celebrities were users. And here's why it matters. This changes how you understand time travel completely. And this is only the beginning. Subscribe for more hidden knowledge.